Welcome to the PowerSpeakingPro channel. This is where I give you tips to help you improve your speaking and communication skills. My name is George Renee and glad to have you aboard. Today's video is a speaking critique of the 2020 Oscars program. I consider this to be an hour-and-a-half speech interrupted by 40 minutes of what people call commercials, but to me they're interruptions. And looking at this like a speech, I wasn't sure what the theme was. Was this a party for 3,400 special guests and we were just flies on the wall via the TV camera? Was this a big advertisement for movies so that people watching on TV would go to the movies and increase the revenue of the film industry? Was this a big thank you to all the people who helped the stars and the directors and all the other support people who make movies such a great form of entertainment? I will go through the 2020 Oscars presentations and some other earlier presentations to show you examples about how you can improve your speaking skills and also some mistakes to avoid. Joaquin Phoenix showed passion in his speech, even though it wasn't technically perfect from a speaking point of view. But passion is the most important aspect about giving a speech. Nobody wants to hear a technically perfect speech without passion. He also had a good line where he says the film industry gives us a voice for the voiceless.
But I think the greatest gift that it's given me, and many of us in this room, is the opportunity to use our voice for the voiceless.
His comment about showing compassion for the cow only shows half the story. Maybe we need to show compassion for cows and other animals, but we also need to show compassion for the millions of people who eat every day because of the changes in modern food production and agriculture. That aspect certainly needs to be appreciated. Again, keep in mind there were about 24 million people watching, and many of us watching benefited from the increase in agriculture production.
And then we take her milk that's intended for a calf and we put it in our coffee and our cereal.
Brad Pitt used some of his time to make a snide comment about the Trump impeachment inquiry when he said, "This 45 seconds is more than John Bolton got." Again, keep in mind who the audience is whenever giving a speech. Given the 24 million viewers on TV, I'm sure a number of people were opposed to the impeachment, while a number were for the impeachment. But it's not a good idea to annoy the audience.
They told me I only have 45 seconds up here, which is 45 seconds more than the Senate gave John Bolton this week.
Olivia Colman showed her nervous when she got up and said, "It's really quite stressful." This is a perfectly normal reaction for most speakers, or at least most speakers who care about their delivery and the message they are delivering.
It's genuinely quite stressful. This is hilarious.
Good speakers will use this nervousness to give their speech energy and oomph. A speech without passion and energy is incredibly boring. Jennifer Lawrence shows us what not to wear. She knew that she would have to climb some steps, and as you can see, she tripped. This is a point for speakers to wear appropriate clothing. The clothing should allow you to stretch, to give gestures, and perhaps to raise your arms to flip a flip chart or handle some other prop that you may be using.
She was previously nominated in this category for Winter's Bone.
Renee Zellweger's thank you portion of her speech took 1 minute and 30 seconds. She referred to many people that only a few people would actually know. Probably the people in the industry would know these names, but I'm sure most of the viewers on TV would not have any idea who these people are.
Thank you to the Academy. Thank you for inviting me here alongside one of the most...
This would have been a great opportunity for Renee to tell the audience more about Les. That is, pick one person who was very special to her and helped her in her career. That way she would bring in the TV audience rather than just mentioning a list of names who the audience didn't have any idea who they were.
my immigrant folks who came here with nothing but each other and a belief in the American dream. How about this?
Back in 1993 at the Oscars, Al Pacino got up to give an acceptance speech. However, he looked so incredibly unprepared, and he just wasted a huge amount of the audience's time. What I don't understand is that we're talking about experienced actors and actresses, and they had a month notice between their nomination period and the time where they may have to get up to give a speech. Is this just acting? I can't believe that they're just so unprepared that they can't get up and give a reasonable 2-minute or 3-minute speech to a national audience. I believe that the highlight of the evening was given by Sandra Bullock, where she gave thanks to her mother, and she showed real sincerity, and you could see her crying. I didn't believe that this was an act. I believe that this was sincere. She talked about how her mother prevented her from going in cars when she was 18 because her mother knew what she would do.
So, if I can take this moment to thank Helga B. For not letting me ride in cars with boys till I was 18, because she was right, I would have done what she said I was going to do. For making me practice every day when I got home, piano, ballet, whatever it is I wanted to be. She said to be an artist, you had to practice every day. And
No speech about speaking can be complete without mentioning the King's Speech. This was a movie showing how King George VI of England was able to overcome his stuttering. This is a great example how everybody can overcome whatever deficiency that they have in their public speaking. Some work and some help and coaching will get most people over this hump.
I have a feeling my career's just peaked.
Thank you for watching, and please leave any comments below, and I'll see you next time.